I still think they need to go get quarterback. I don't know if you go get. I don't think you get two. I think if Mateer comes,
Then
you like having those two on your roster. And I think they have enough guys just below, and you also signed one this year, so I'm not worried about maybe getting another one. But I think
that's assuming Mateer
Mateer
comes.
And someone mentioned can he get in the portal? I think up here before.
I think their bowl games.
Do we have time to wait for Mateer to play the bowl game and then enter the portal?
I think he has
potentially miss out on another.
I think they saw he has a day to get in the
Yeah,
portal.
he'll have time to get in. It's similar to what Caleb Williams did when he was at Oklahoma. He waited, didn't enter it until after the bowl game. Wanted to finish out the season with his team, which in some ways
respectable.
Respectable. He doesn't want to leave them hanging.
Speaking of that,
what?
There are people that their teams are playing for a national championship in the playoff, entering the portal. Blows my mind.
The portal's just.
Even if you're not I guess I would say even if you're not playing, what an opportunity that would be to go and experience that. And I digress. Sorry, I digress. We will talk about the playoff later, but
so this ties into that deal. So I think we'll hear something after their bowl game. I think that Mateer wants to finish out the season with his teammates, which is, like we've said, is no issue. I would honestly if I had spent a whole year with them, even though my offensive coordinator's leaving.
I don't know the tampering rules. Could he, in theory, have already told Arbuckle he's gonna go with him, sure. But wants to play in the bowl game and see it out?
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Now,
before his official hire.
This is where can you do it, or what do the rules actually say? See, right now we have a problem, I think, of asking that question, doing the research, and then saying no, don't say anything, instead of just saying it, and then if someone catches it, we'll deal with it later. Because I would just say, hey, Mateer, are you coming here or not? And I'd want an answer.
Right. I mean, they could have addressed it before his official hire, because then obviously that wouldn't be illegal, right? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. There are some interesting notes on Mateer. And I've obviously just watched more of him since he has his name's been coming up more and more often. And he can play. He really can. He obviously isn't no one's perfect, but he's really, really competitive. Can run a lot better than I thought. So he moves pretty well. Makes some interesting decisions sometimes with the ball, but it's it is what it is. And the biggest thing is that he's just so comfortable with the system. And I think that's why there are going to be other suitors for him. But when you can go from Washington State to a place like Oklahoma, you would probably do it just if you didn't know anybody on the staff, because it would be a great opportunity for you to play at a university that's a blue blood. But now on top of that, you get Arbuckle, who has been your offensive coordinator. You're familiar with him, and you just trust him already. So.
And vice versa.
Yeah, right, and vice versa, yeah. And Arbuckle knows all of his tendencies. And it gives a guy, like Hawkins, a whole other year. And you see, Arch Manning's getting the best experience right now at Texas, because he's just getting in when he's, when he, quote, sort of has to.
Right.
And there's no weight on his shoulders. He doesn't come in having to go get points every drive like a Hawkins was earlier in the season.
I think, too, if I can remember, the quarterback from Tulane was pretty salty.
Yeah, Darren Minson.
And he's in I didn't want to try to butcher that name. And he's in the portal right now, too. So, going to be horrible.
No.
But that's if Mateer says, no, I'm not going to come. I don't know.
Randy with a good point here. Extra 5-day portal day window for guys who play in a bowl.
Right.
There you go.
Perfect.
It's tampering until it's That's true. What if Hawkins plays well against Navy?
I think he has a chance, period,
absolutely
no matter who comes in.
Absolutely he does.
Yeah.
If you play the best player, even if you assume, you can start from an assumption that Mateer will be better just because he knows the offense. He'll be more comfortable. But at some point, athleticism takes over. I'm sure if he had a guy like, and Hawkins is extremely athletic. He's not Kyler Murray quick, but he's got speed. And I'm sure if Kyler Murray were here, if he didn't know it as well, he would still probably get the nod over.
It's fine.
Over,
you just
over
picked
Mateer.
one of the fastest, quickest quarterbacks of all time. Just to compare them against.
Just to make the example. But yeah, no, he definitely will, and I think he should. You shouldn't just give a guy a job because he's
right. You should
him.
never promise anybody a job for coming to you.
Which I think is Mateer's going to have to be comfortable with that risk for him, at least. Is just do I come to a university where they have a guy that good? Mm-hmm. A little rusty, work on footwork for sure. Could work on just general accuracy decision, but that stuff comes with practice and prep over time. Mm-hmm. And when that clicks for him, is it the risk is there for him. So that's one consideration he might make. And you know, if he doesn't end up here, that might be one of the reasons why. But I do not think a guy like Mateer is afraid of the competition by any means, though.
And same with Hawkins.
I think we will be. Yes, back you're saying. I think we will be better next year.
We agree.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. You're going to be better just by being healthy on offense, which is going to be a huge deal, and something that I'm excited to see. Just all our guys back out there. So looks like Dallas Lamb has got TD. There we go. Hopefully, you know.
I forgot they're playing.
I'm glad they're playing at night and not in the middle of the day because Jerry Jones can't figure out how to go to blinds.com and get a 15% discount. You know, like I can't do it.
Moving on.
Moving on. Yeah.